Hello everybody, once again, this is AikawaKazu. Welcome back to another video here. Today we'll be looking at Valiant Force in its closed beta testing stage. Alright, so anything mentioned in this video is subject to changes in the official release. Just want to make that clear right now. And it is not possible for you to download the APK for you to take part in the closed beta unless you're selected. So for those who want me to share the APK, all that kind of stuff, even if I share with you, which I don't have by the way, you will not be able to play anyway. Alright. So I've actually tried to make this video over 3 times already, and every time when I record the video and I play the game a bit more, there's always new things that comes up. So in this video I'm going to stay focused, and I'm going to focus on the main features of the game and things I feel that is very nice and interesting about the game that makes this game unique, you know, among all the other mobile games that I've played so far. So the first thing you're going to notice is that the music score is pretty decent. Let me just increase the volume for a bit for you guys to hear it. Alright, so there is the music score for this game so far, and a lot of the games, apologies for that, a lot of the games, SFX and stuff is actually made by, and sound is actually made by people that made Final Fantasy. I don't know exactly which one, but I believe Final Fantasy Tactics. And Valiant Force is a turn-based tactics strategy RPG mobile game. That's quite a mouthful, but that's, I would say, yeah, about what it is. And I'll show you guys some gameplay so far. In this video, I'm going to focus on a few things: gameplay. I'm going to share with you guys the key features, and I'm going to talk a bit about the business model or ways you can actually earn gems in this game and how it is, you know, if it is, you know, F2P friendly like many other mobile games that I played so far. Seven Knights, Summoner Wars to a certain extent, and yeah, I mean, other games that I played, there's, you know, free to play elements in them. Alright, I believe that is one thing that most people that actually play mobile games are actually looking out for, so I'll talk about that at the end. Alright, so let's jump straight into the game. Okay, let's go. So you notice that the sound effect is very Final Fantasy-esque already. As I mentioned, it was made by, I believe it was made by people that made Final Fantasy. So the sound effect is pretty good, but we'll talk about the voice acting and all the other stuff later on. So in this game, alright, you can see that there's actually a black box on the right side, right? So this is where I actually share with you guys the stuff that I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to share with you guys the stuff that's actually on the wiki for Valiant Force, because I think, you know, seeing the game itself as well as, you know, explanation in the wiki is pretty good. I believe the wiki is made by the people that published the game themselves. Like, they've been working on adding information, you know, basic information to the wiki to let you know about the game. So the first thing you'll see here right now is what we call the Garrison System in this game. Let me bring it up. It's under gameplay. Alright. So hang on, it's not loading on my side. Okay, so Garrison System, alright, it's loading. So there we go. Introduction. The Garrison System is a city building module which adds more functions to add players. There are various tiers, alright. The more tiers you can get is how you actually upgrade your town hall. The higher level your town hall, which is kinda like blocked by your character level. As you level up the character level, you'll be able to upgrade your town hall. So I believe level 26 can unlock level 8. So level 26 is around, I would say 5 days to 4 days into the game playing. I've been playing the game for 4 to 5 days. Not super hardcore, but about 4 to 5 days in, you should be able to get into this stage. So there are many tiers, and the point about the tiers is as you upgrade your town hall, you unlock more plots of land. Alright. At the start, you'll be able to choose what you actually want to build, and you can see right now I actually just successfully upgraded a building here. Alright, so one thing that the Garrison system is that is interesting is that you actually have to make choices. Let me scroll down. You can see, okay, this is the town hall. Alright, so I'll go talk about expedition later. So structures, as you upgrade your town hall, alright, more structures can be built. There are, you can see small structures, there's medium structures, and there's large structures. The thing is, you have to make a choice, because apparently, according to the wiki, there's 30 different structures to choose from, and you have to decide which is actually better for you. I think this is where guides might come in, or what kind of player you are. For example, right, if I'm a person that can spend money on the game, I would probably will not need certain things in this game. For example, I'll probably need gold more than worrying about the workers hub, because workers hub, which is what I have, reduces the time created, time for constructing and upgrading buildings. So, if you're going to use gems to skip, if you're like, you're able to afford the gems, then you wouldn't need the worker's hut. And at the start, you have to choose between the worker's hut or the gold mine. So right in the beginning, when you start building your garrison, you're gonna find yourself in situations where you have to make a choice. Eventually, I still managed to get the gold mine though, so I'm not too sure how far the choices come into play. But as they mentioned, there are 30 different structures, and I think there's probably maybe one more small structure, maybe here. And I'm not too sure how big your garrison will be, but definitely one more large structure here and maybe a medium one somewhere else. So you have to choose, alright? So I have the armor smith, alright? I have the armor smith, which allows me to craft equipment directly. So you upgraded to be able to craft green great gear right now. And it's upgraded to get that. You can even go all the way to, I'm not too sure about purple grade, but apparently you can at least hit the blue grade, which is the second best grade in this game, alright? So I'm going for that because you can actually get armor pieces from the adventure mode itself, which is under quest, the quest mode. Alright, you can see that there are drops. Let me show you real quick. There are rings. You'll see some bags, some necklaces, gloves. You can see that they can drop. But if you do not want to depend on RNG, then you can actually craft those gears directly using materials, of course. So if I click craft, you can see you need materials. So the garrison system, pretty interesting. Because you have to make choices, alright, you have to make choices, and I believe the choice that you make is, this should be the way you play the game. So, for me, so far, I'm full F2P, I have not spent yet, alright, I have not spent yet, and I managed to do 400 gem summoning. Alright, which I should be doing this video after I actually spend money to support this game, alright, which I'm going to do towards the end when I talk about the summoning system or how F2P it is, alright. So, next thing. So what's next that's interesting about this game that you actually find? The next thing that you'll find interesting is probably the job classes available. Alright, so there are 6 main jobs you can see on the right. Okay, you have your guardian, your champion, your shadow, which is like your rogue, your mystic, which is your mage, your healer, and your ranger. So your guardian is like a tank. Champion is more like a warrior, offensive warrior. Alright, shadow is your rogues. And Mystic is your mage, which actually specializes in AoE attacks mostly. AoE silence, very strong crowd control kind of stuff. Ranger, very strong DPS, which I'm using, and healer. Alright, so the thing about this game is if you go under, I'm going to go under gameplay and you call hero progression. This is the next thing I'm going to talk about. I'll skip the equipment side for now. Under job advancement. So the game, right, they say that there's 42 unique jobs, which actually comes from the fact that certain heroes, I'm going to go straight to the Valiant here. If you look at the Valiant, 3-star Darien going to 4-star, he can be a Crusader or he can be a Zealot. So if you look under the job tree, you can see 1, 2, and then in every job change that you do, they split up. But what you'll notice is as you job change, the star of the hero actually increases by 1, which essentially means job advancement is the ability for a certain hero to be able to go to the next rarity or the next grade in terms of the rarity or grade of the hero. So there are certain heroes in this game that cannot go to 4 stars, which look at this hero. So Raphael, there's only the 3-star and 4-star version of him. He cannot go to 5 stars. So not every unit in this game can go to 5-star, alright? But there are non-Valiant units that can go 5-star. For example, if you look at not her, Victoria, which is, look at that, she's so pretty. Okay, how does she look in 3D? Alright, so she looks better and better. You can see she wears more and more stuff. I would say the Holy Defender version looks better than the Paladin, but as you can see, not every hero can actually get to 5 stars. So I wouldn't say that 5-star heroes are OP or Valiant heroes are OP, but you need to know that actually the job advancement is not necessarily job advancement. It's actually literally a progression, a hero progression system in the game that is not given to everybody. Like, not all heroes are made equal. Not all heroes can reach 5 stars. This is something that I think that people will want to know. And so if there's a TLDR that you want me to give you guys about Valiant Force, I would say it's more like Bloodline plus Brave Frontier plus Summoner Wars. Why do I say that? Okay, we look at the rune system. So yeah, the rune system, just like I wouldn't say it's the same as in Summoner Wars, alright, and you can only actually get runes once you are level 30. So I'm 4 levels away. I can't actually show you, but my heroes can actually get runes when they are, I believe, 3-star plus 2 or 4-star. So I can actually unlock 6 rune slots already. Actually, I can check my 3-star heroes to see if they have rune slots. Yep. So my 3-star plus 1 hero actually has 4 rune slots already. So you don't need to get 4 stars to get rune slots. But as you look to the right, there's a lot of things you can do with runes, you see. Like there's combinations, you can mix and match different combinations to get set bonuses and stuff. There's a lot of things to do. In other words, the character progression is pretty deep in this game, especially if you look at let's look at the equipment upgrade. Alright, so there's equipments in this game as well, and you'll notice that this game, alright, for equipment, you will need a lot of gold. For example, right, my plus 10 weapon here right now, if I want to upgrade, it costs 4.5k. This is only 1 star. 2-star weapons is probably twice or probably more at the same plus 10 level. And you'll notice also that my weapon glows. So if I scroll down here, you can see, alright, if I read the wiki, weapons of green rarity are not able to upgrade to blue or purple. Blue will not be able to upgrade to purple. So rarity of weapons is permanent, and when weapons are upgraded at plus 5, plus 10, plus 15, they will give out different intensities of glow for bragging rights. Alright, actually for me personally, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'll talk about arena as well. I didn't mention at the start, so I'll show off arena as well. And for me, the glow of weapon basically tells me how strong my opponent is when I face them in arena. If I see a purple glowing weapon, I know I'm screwed basically. So far, you realize that I cannot craft purple equipment. Alright, you can actually summon equipment in this game as well, so yep. There's like equipment sets, that kind of stuff, but you can at least craft them when, I would say by the time I can craft blue, it's gonna take a while. Probably I'm level 40 or something before I can craft blue directly. But you can craft blue directly, so in that sense, it's just a matter of time. I always believe that for F2Play games, be it MMOs or mobile games, it always comes down to, you know, people that spend money are just buying time because they don't have time to spend on the game, right? So whether it's pay to W, P to W, or pay to win or not, this one is very perspective. That's why I'm not going to go into it. Alright, it's very heavily different when it comes to individuals on what is pay to win, depending on their perspective. Alright, so there are also set items in this game. Alright, set bonuses. I can actually show you that I have one right now, which is my strongest character is a Valiant Kane. Got this free from the start. At the tutorial, they give you a free 3-star summon, and you should be able to get a Valiant, but it's a 3-star one. And I believe after reading the forums, people have rerolled like 50 times to try to get a 4 or 5-star without success. So I believe the starter free summoning heroes, you'll get 1 healer and 1 Valiant probably. Alright, probably. I might be wrong on this. Okay, but remember this is the closed beta, so it's subjected to change. So you can see set bonus is actually very strong. 180 HP, 45 crit, and 75 attack. So set bonuses come into play as well. Sometimes you can have like at the start you have 1-star equipment that you can actually build set bonuses with as well. So that's one thing you can take note as well. Set bonuses. So equipment quite interesting in this game overall in terms of the rarity, the set bonuses. So it doesn't mean if you have purple, like if you equip 1 purple equipment, it will mean that you'll win everybody. Maybe a blue set with set bonus will probably be better than a purple. Alright. So last thing that I'll talk about is something that's very Brave Frontier-ish. Alright. If I'm not wrong, okay, let me just share with you guys first. I don't play Brave Frontier, but I have many friends who play Brave Frontier, and I always hear them talk about how they got this unit but the wrong type. Like they have a name for it, I do not know what the name is. So I believe the faith system in this game, which you can see on the right, is similar to that. Alright, so if you read it, each hero will have his or her own faith affecting the stats growth as they level up. There are 6 different faiths as seen below, and each hero will come with one of the faiths at random. So far, I think I'm pretty lucky, alright, because if you check out my heroes, right, if you look at the right side, they'll tell you like good, weak, strong, correct? So if you look at my Kane actually has strong on HP, and my Kane is HP. So I'm very lucky here in terms of getting, and if you look at my tank as well, my current tank, there she is. Okay, like she's strong for magic, and I got magic. So you can actually reroll your faith as well. I'm not too sure what you need. Oh yeah, you need to feed another same rarity hero. Sacrifice a 4-star hero to reroll, you need 100,000 gold. So this game has a lot of gold sinks, alright, which is why I recommend you to build a gold mine first instead of the worker's hut at the start when you first play the game. Alright, so faith is one more system in this game that I believe that players will see, okay, this is something very Brave Frontier-esque, okay, and You might get a unit but with the wrong faith, that kind of stuff, so good luck to you guys when it comes to that. So what else? Let's see if there's anything I'll talk about next. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you guys is probably the combat, okay, what we call the aura system. Okay, game modes, gameplay. Okay, let's go to combat. Alright, so combat introduction. So active skills. Okay, so each hero has an active skill and a passive skill. So in this game, they have this thing called aura system, which I'm going to explain through the gameplay. Alright, I think it's better to show you guys through gameplay. Let me find the right. Alright, I'm gonna do this stage. I need to clear this quest in 10 rounds or less to actually give myself 2 gems. Alright, so this is actually how you earn gems, which I'll talk about later at the end of the video. Alright, so you can bring a friend. Your friend has will give you bonuses as well, and this bonus can increase the more you use your friend. Like you have there's a friendship level in this game that will give you more bonus. So far I only see HP bonus. I'm not too sure if there's attack bonus, but so far I only see HP bonus. And let's see, is this the lineup that I want to bring? Yeah, I'm gonna bring this. Okay, so you'll notice that the battle system, why is it called turn-based tactics, RPG? You must look at the bottom of the screen. You can see it's a 3x6 battlefield, and the heroes themselves have this little red arrow. It's quite small, you can't really see it, but the red arrow will tell you basically where someone else needs to be to trigger the aura. You can see right now I have 3 trigger attacks and another 2 right now. So this is actually my heroes benefiting from the passive skills of my character here. So you can see that below them the tile is actually glowing. So what my king actually does is every time when someone there's in his aura, or rather every time when he attacks, someone in his aura has a 50% chance to do 75% of their to fire an attack that's 75% of their base damage, pretty much. Alright, so I'm going to not auto this right now. So I'm going to try and see if this activates. Okay, so I didn't activate aura because it's only a 50% chance, but similarly this girl will try to activate the one below. She didn't get it as well. So it's actually, how to say, the aura system is actually how the player can utilize the auras of your heroes to come up with interesting strategies. And I would say primarily, I think that is more important in PvP, but in PvE, it is very important, especially when you're first starting out, to have the extra, attack in. So I didn't proc the extra attack again, which is quite unfortunate. And the numbers you see, now you can see that the numbers turn into a tick, right? It's basically the number of turns before I can use my skill. So now I have a skill, my active skill, this one. Increase attack of this hero by 25% of heroes crit for 2 turns. So basically I want to make sure that my character has as much crit as possible so he has more damage. And you can level up active skills as well. So I'm gonna nuke this guy, and this is where, remember I told you guys about the VA? So the main issue with the VA is that it sounds a bit low quality, it's a bit blurrish. You can hear like, it's like zzz kind of thing. Like, I don't think I'm being picky about this. And then you have some that sounds very clean. Like you see this one? The female version of the skill cast sounds very clean. So I would say that the VA in this game definitely needs some improvement. I wouldn't say that they should totally redo it, but that's the gameplay over there. So you can see that there was an auto button as well right from the start. And so the gameplay is pretty much how you actually utilize the aura and how you can use the auras to the squad or the team, the heroes that you're using. So that is very, very important in this game, I believe, in PvP and in PvE, if you want to be able to clear the tougher bosses and stages. And more importantly, you realize, which I'm going to talk about it right now since I'm here, clear quests without a mistake. So in this game there's this thing called trials, and trials are where free-to-play players will be able to earn the gems. I mean, players that pay will want to earn gems as well, but you can see it's 3 plus 2 plus 1, it's 6 gems, right? If I'm going to spend money to get 2,000 gems, 6 gems, not really that important to me. So I think this one concerns the F2P players more, and for the players that can actually spend, the reason why I clear trials is more to, 3-star everything. It's more of an OCD thing, more of a personal satisfaction or personal achievement kind of thing in this game. Alright, so you saw the aura system and you saw trials. So trials is one of the main ways you can earn gems in this game as a free-to-play player. So the next thing I'm going to talk about here is going to be the PvP. Alright, which is the arena. And this is the part which I believe they really, Fun Plus and I believe Braves really need to step up the game. Which I'm not even going to talk about the balancing, I'm not going to talk about the, like, how it might be pay to win for arena, and which is actually an irony, alright? So I'm going to talk to you guys about that. So right now I'm going to use, I'm going to change my squad. I'm going to bring my tank. And I'm going to bring back my, okay, I'm going to remove this, okay, correct. So this is how I'm going to play my arena. So I have 3 frontliners, mainly because this guy, alright, let me just show you why I'm putting it this way. So my healer, his passive skill is Recovery Repulsed. Alright. When others in aura gets hit, there's a 75% chance to heal everyone in aura for 60% of his damage. So it's very good to sustain your frontline heroes pretty much. Alright, wait, just to beef him up further. Let's get his weapon to +10. Where is he? Okay. Oh my goodness, I failed. Okay, so you can see this is where the ghosting comes. Look at it. +10 is 9,000. Alright, I'm right, it's twice. So can you imagine blues is probably twice of this? It's 18,000. Probably. Wait a second. I'm trying to find... Okay, I'm gonna remove this from my mage. Because that gear is better. And I'm gonna give him the better gear. So that's where it is. And... that's where it is. And... try to get it a +5 at least. Because arena is rough, guys. Alright, upgrade it real quick. And by the way, when you upgrade, there's like a range of like, there's like success, mega success, ultra success as well, and then there's a chance to get bonus stats. So, I mean, it's small, it's not crazy bonus stats. But you can see 2% attack, 2% when it comes to the late game probably makes a lot of difference here. So, okay, let's go to arena. So you have 5 ops. Each op takes 1 hour to recharge, alright, and right now I have only won 3 and I lost 3 and I'm at 1,110 ratings, so I'm gonna find people around that ratings here. And because there's not a lot of players in closed beta, so it's the chances of me, look at this, I'm fighting against a 5-star mage, I'm probably gonna get destroyed here. This guy is actually lower ratings than me. Alright, so let's go. So the PP is very, very interesting. I will actually say that it's quite, I wouldn't say similar to Hearthstone, but you know in Hearthstone you have the coin flipping thing, right? You'll see right now, you'll see who actually goes first. So I'm gonna go second, and you will realize that I'll have a 5-point lead compared to his 1. Alright, so that's how they compensate. So you notice that his character actually went to step into this spot. So the center spot you can see is +3 points per turn, and the ones on the flank are +2. So the first player to reach 100 will win, pretty much. Okay, and only 1 unit can move per turn. So right now I need to decide where my healer should go. And I think the safe thing to do right now is to get... wait, let me think. This guy's a mage. So he won't... the AI probably won't step here, but this is a 5-star mage. And he has a 4-star mage. And mages are really strong. I'm gonna move this here. So even in terms of capturing 1.4k crit. Okay, we're in trouble. I'm gonna move this one here, so in case he gets it again, there's a chance for him to get healed. And by the way, the AI is random, so I think my safest choice is to burst this guy down. Okay, you can see the aura triggering. That's how auras are important. Okay, so now is the key moment, because people can use skills right now, and it is very important for me to see who I can use skill right now. And you realize that because I use Kayn, I cannot actually use Kayn to attack this turn. So what should I do? I think I should save my skill. Let me think. Okay, I think I'm gonna kill this guy without using my skill because he's probably gonna die. Okay, when someone dies, they actually heal. And I'm going to go here. Anti-magic shot level 20. Someone might die here. Someone gets sniped. Oh, okay, I lost one of my archers. So I'm gonna snipe his archer down. Weakening Force level 10. It's an AoE attack. Mages do AoE attack. So okay, you realize that I'm now leading with 73 points, and every time I kill a player, I gain 15 points. So right now it's very important for me to actually kill off someone, because if I kill off someone right now, I will get 73 plus 15, and I will be at 88 points. So my best bet is I need to try and force the healer to heal herself. And she will heal herself now. There you go. And the reason why I cannot target this mage is because, alright, that mage in particular is behind, and as long as there's a unit in front, in the front lines, the units behind takes 75% damage, and the unit behind gets 56 apparently. So right now I'm gonna taunt this character. Alright. It gives me a heal as well, and you can see how strong my healer is. Because he cannot kill my frontliners, and I'll win the next turn. So there's nothing he can do to stop me now, and I'm just going to bully and kill his mage, and which is gonna make me win straight up. So you can see 5-star heroes doesn't mean victory straight up. Alright, the strategy of playing is quite important, and this is one thing I like about Arena compared to like 7 Knights. And which is why I actually like Summoner Wars Arena, because you can actually control what you can do, and people can actually see like your thought processes. It means that it is more interesting to stream, it is more interesting to make videos of. So we're gonna do one more because people are like, Kazu, you got lucky, that kind of stuff. Let's do one more, right? So we'll do one more Arena, and this will probably mean that I'll fight against someone that's pretty strong here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 3-star using 2 monsters. So don't look down on monsters, guys. Monsters are actually pretty legit, but the thing about monsters is that they cannot, alright, monsters cannot use equipment. That's one thing you need to know. I don't think they talk about PvP in the wiki actually. Game modes, event, yeah, they don't talk about PvP in the wiki, so I can't really talk about it. Yeah, but you can see, I'm gonna switch to the aura trigger, I guess. Oh, okay, the reduced range damage thing. I'm just gonna put it there for you guys to see. And what I'm gonna do right now is, because his tank will definitely move forward. You cannot move diagonally in this game. So I'm gonna move my healer up. Alright, he moves his gladiator up, or his champion up. I'm gonna move my tank up. So I get 2 positions instead of 1, and my healer is always very tanky as well. And right now we'll work on this champion. Ooh, the mage is pretty strong. But I think I should be able to destroy this. Alright, you can see the triggering of the attack, so good. Electro Blast. Oh, the double stun though. Oh, that's not very good. And I lost my mage. Okay, I'm gonna step in first and try to outlast him as usual. Okay, taunts do not work in Arena. Taunts do not work in Arena. And this guy should be able to burst. So technically speaking, if I want to play it smart, I should burst down a character that has not cast a skill. I'm gonna actually burst down the mage, because this mage has a skill called Barrier Shock, and she basically gives herself a shield. So I'm gonna try and one-shot her. Okay, I one-shot her, so I pretty much win this arena already, because I don't think the last 3 guys can actually kill me. So I'm gonna save my taunt here. No point using Electro Blast again. So this is a single target mage attack actually. So I'm gonna save my Kane. Once he dies, my firepower drops a lot. So I'm just gonna work on a tank. You can see tank's really very strong, but this is why as a tank you really want to get into the positions fast. So I'm gonna one-shot the mage this time. This one, since she has not cast the skill, which is the healer. Oh, she didn't die. Okay, we can kill her next turn actually, but we already won because of the points. So I think the PvP is actually quite interesting with the fact of the capture points, alright? Even though when I actually faced off against players, like, there are people that are gonna be at bronze tier, but you know, they spend like maybe a few $100 and they're gonna have a lot of gold, they're gonna have good gears, and they'll probably destroy you at the start, and you might meet those people, unfortunately. And you can see this guy, oh man, he's still climbing. He was the highest yesterday and he's still the highest. And he was using 2 monster lineup yesterday, he changed to 1 already. And just to share with you, you cannot use 2 of the same heroes. A squad cannot contain same hero with the same job, but I think you can use same hero with different job. What do I mean by that? Alright, if you look at my Kane, he can actually drop change into gunslinger or sharpshooter. So can I bring 2 Kanes, 1 sharpshooter and 1 gunslinger? Actually I do not know. Or can I bring 1 that is a hunter? You get what I mean? Can I bring 2 Kanes? There are different jobs, you see. But whether it is effective to bring 2 Kanes, that, you know, is another thing that we can talk about next time. But you can see the arena very interesting. But this is the thing that I want to talk about. That is very, very upsetting, okay? The rewards. The rewards for arena are really sad. Alright. So you'll notice just now I get the arena, you know, this gem thing, right? Look, you need 6,000. of these, which I only have 65 right now, to get 3-star Valiant ticket. But you'll be like, but Kazu, you know, if I'm legend tier, if I'm number 1, or you know, arena, I probably get a few hundred, you know, maybe 500 every week, right? No. Look, even if you get 500 every week, it's going to take you 12 weeks. 12 weeks is 3 months just to exchange for 1 3-star Valiant ticket. And I'll talk about that later. Alright, if you look at the rewards, it's not even close. Look, legend tier, 100 gems. 100 gems. This is a disaster. Alright, especially so in a closed beta CBT where you actually allow the people that are testing to spend. Alright, which means the people spending in CBT right now are not going to earn a lot of gems, even though they reach legend. So right now the highest guy is only diamond, right? He's diamond 3. He only earned 55, and look at the stuff that he has. I can tell you at least a few $100 spent. At least. Probably a few $100. I would say at least $150. Alright, which I'll talk about later on. I'm moving on to the payment system right now. I don't want this video to be too long. It's about 30 minutes already. So the arena rewards, Fun Plus and Braves. Step it up, man. Dude, if I look at 7 nights, alright, 7 nights, 250 gems, 250 rubies, 10 plus 1 summon. Alright, let's say your rates are 10 times better, so I need 2.5k rubies to get something decent in 7 nights. And the thing about 7 nights is you can farm rubies. It is 2, there's no limit. Like in this game is governed by the trials. Once you clear a trial, you cannot earn a trial gem anymore. So there's fixed amount of gems you can actually earn in this game in terms of from, you know, story quests, chapters, clearing that kind of stuff, and from trials and from achievements. Alright, you clear the achievements, you cannot restart achievements, right? So there are no infinite ways, as far as I know, to a certain extent, that you can earn gems. But 7 nights you can, but you only earn 100 gems if you are legend tier, alright, every week. And why do I say that's really bad? Let's go to the summons right now, guys. You need 400 gems just to summon 10 heroes. 400. Which means, if I'm at legend tier, I need to be at legend tier for 4 weeks. And that's talking about number 1, top 1 and legend tier. You get 100 gems. Means every 1 month, I can summon once. As a person that probably spent thousands of gems to keep myself at top 1. That is very, very, very bad incentive for people to even bother to spend in this game to remain top 1. So, maybe, to be honest, like, even if you do not want to give that much gems, honestly speaking, you should give more of this arena stuff. So at least I can exchange for RNG stuff. Look, it's not even confirmed. When you exchange for this ticket, it's random. Just like summoning. Like, if you want me to get 10,000 and I get a, like in 7 nights you have your 7 night or 4 lot selector, that kind of stuff, then at least maybe it's worth it. It's worth, getting 100 gems and what, 250 is it? 200. Which means I need to spend 30 weeks. 30 weeks for 1 Valiant. Not even 5-star, 3-star, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I think you guys see my point. Basically, the arena rewards are really meh right now. Maybe because right now it's closed beta, and that's the thing. You see the irony, right? You let people spend in closed beta. By the way, for those who do not know why I'm saying this, the data is not going to be wiped after closed beta. Alright, and I'll talk about this at the end as well. So you're allowing people to spend right now, which means like some games you spend, but they'll refund you the exact number of gems if they are gonna wipe, that kind of stuff. Like there are some mobile games that I know have done that. Alright, but they are not gonna wipe, they mentioned already. So people are spending money in this game, and they're gonna get 100 gems. Okay. And even if they change this to like maybe 1,000 gems or even 500 gems per week, I would say at least 400. Like if I'm number 1, I should at least get to summon 10 heroes every week. I think that will make it satisfying. If not, what's the point of maintaining myself at legend tier? There's really no point. Alright. So we move on to the the summoning and the payment system, right? So in this game, primarily you will earn gems from trials. Alright. So I would say you get your first 400 plus gems by the time you hit around level 15 to 18. That will require you to get all 3 stars for all the chapters until chapter 13, I think, if I'm not wrong. I remember chapter 13, all 3 stars was about when I actually got around 400 gems, including, your dailies. So I forgot to mention, the other way you're going to earn gems is to finish your dailies. Alright, every time you finish dailies, you get 15 gems every day. What this means is that in 1 month, you'll earn 420 gems. So in every month, if you do your dailies diligently, you can at least summon once 10 heroes. Alright, you can summon 10 heroes every month as a free-to-play player with 20 gems to spare. Alright, so that's not too bad actually. That is not too bad if you look at if the rates are good. Alright, because if you compare it to 7 Nights, if I tell you that you can only earn 250 rupees per month, yeah. Alright, you get the idea. So you can earn 15 gems every day through your dailies, and from trials, which I told you is not unlimited, it's definite, limited amount of gems you can earn. But one thing that is nice to know is that I thought it was, you know, just now I mentioned, right, it was like 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6 gems for one particular, you know, map. But once you go into the heroic, once you unlock heroic, now I've already unlocked heroic, which is chapter 24. There are 24 chapters, and after you clear 24 chapters, you can actually go into heroic. And in heroic, what? Wait, I think I need to go to the actual front map. Then I can change. Yep. So in heroic, when you clear your first trial, you already get 2 gems, and it increases by 1 each. In other words, it's plus 3. So you get 9, and I believe probably in legendary difficulty. All right. You'll get another plus 3, which is 12. So if I do the math real quick here, 24 chapters, alright. 24 chapters. At the start we get 7, right? Correct? 1 plus 2 plus 3, wait. If I do my math correct, 3 plus 2 plus 1, so 5 at 6, right? So 6 times 24, you get 144. So you only get 144 gems. Wait, did I do it correctly? 24 times 6, right? Wait, no, it's wrong. Because every chapter there's more than... Okay, I cannot calculate like this. So, I'll take a while, so I don't want to waste any more time. Basically, you can earn 6 per map, and there are some maps. By the time you hit chapter 13 or 14, I believe there's 4 maps already. So you cannot use general of 3. So you get it, the point is, there's limited number, alright? We are done with that point. Let's not be long-winded, Kazu. Okay, so from trials, from dailies, and from achievements, you actually do get a decent amount from achievements as well, but again, achievements, they are limited. Alright, eventually you'll clear them, but maybe after you play the game for 1 or 2 years, you will clear them. So there's still ample number of gems to be earned by, I would say, F2P player for the first year. But as I mentioned, you know, if we enjoy the game, which I share with you right now, I do enjoy playing this game, alright, despite, you know, my rants on the arena rewards, the kind of stuff. But the arena, you know, it's pretty interesting, the coin flipping, the capture points. So let's go to the summon, alright. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to buy both of these, alright, to show the support, alright, Fun Plus, Braves, you know, it's not that I don't want to support a fellow Singaporean, you know, developing mobile game company. So I'm going to buy these, wow. And alright, I want you guys to see my password. Alright, but I want to support this game as well, and I believe the starter bundle and the early bird bundle is, you know, especially the starter bundle. I think as a player, as a person that, you know, you are able to spend, that was like $6, right? $16. I think it's definitely worthwhile because of the bag slots and hero slots that you have. Because you can see right now, right? Previously I only had 70 slots, and now, wait, I don't think I received my rewards yet. Yeah, so I claim it and I claim it. Okay, I don't want to claim the rest yet. So I only had 70 slots just now, and I was at 72. So 100 bag slots, definitely very useful. Alright, there's even a salvage yard as well, so you can salvage stuff that you don't need. So I'm going to support the game. Alright, I'm going to buy the early bird as well, because I need the plus 200 to show you guys how the summoning actually looks like. I do not know what actually these things do, but the wings is always nice on the hero, I guess. Wait, you guys cannot actually see what I'm trying to say just now. I forgot to put it away. I'm going to show you guys what I mean. I collected it without it being on screen. My bad! Apologies. I forgot. I should have just bought both at the same time. Alright. So. Alright, so I spent what? Okay, I need to show this because this one's important. So there's one more thing about the game before I go. They have a VIP system, alright? Let's not call it Prestige. Everybody knows that this is called VIP, but okay, Prestige sounds pretty nice. So there's a VIP system in this game, and one thing you need to know is that I think in Bloodline they tell you exactly how much gems you need to spend for all the VIP levels, right? But for, correct me if I'm wrong by the way, because I somehow remember that Valiant tells you like level 15 you need how much, because they will tell you like how much gems you need to spend to get the Wall Maiden, if I remember correctly. So there's a prestige or VIP system in this game, and as much as I believe I read the forums, they didn't say this is pay to win. Alright, it is more, you get more energy, you get more express tickets. Express tickets is like a quick clear in Bloodline. Unlocks ability to use 3 express at the same time. The smithing hammer is basically the one that increases your chance to enhance. You get 10 extra gems for completing daily quests. So every day, instead of 15 gems, you get 10. So that's the highest, 15. But they don't tell you how much gems you need to get 15. And look at the gear you get. Alright, orange gear. Wait, so I thought purple was the highest. Okay, there's 6 stars. Alright, there's no 6-star heroes, but there's 6-star equipment if you get to prestige 15, and I have no idea how much you need. So level 1 is 50, and level 2, I'm at level 2 right now, I believe. I think it doubles every time, so I'm not sure. Alright, so I have prestige level 2, and I get 7 more energy, 3 express ticket, and expedition is faster and reduced timers for free summons. So you do get free summons every 3 days. Alright, let me collect the gems first. I get gold as well, which I really need. Let's see what we get from the free hero ticket. This is not the summoning, by the way. Okay, I got Fear. It's not good because her best, she's only 3-star. Her best is 3-star, so let's skip this. Okay, I got a 3-star armor, not bad. I got a ring now. This is an EXP potion, which you need to level up heroes. And let's see what I get next. Okay, I got a cloak. Another 3-star hero ticket. I got this guy already. Okay, so let's do a summoning right now to end off this video, right? It's 40 minutes already. So I'm hoping to get Victoria. I really want Victoria. Alright, but they have increased rates for Kai. And alright, so this is how it actually looks like. 400 gems, guys. 400 gems. So they'll show you the heroes. Oh my goodness. This is basically what this means is that I got 9 6-star heroes. I mean 9 3-star heroes. I got Endor. Okay. So they show you green cape means green rarity, correct? I got Garrett, alright. Oh, you never know, maybe these guys can go to 5-star, so they might not be bad. I got Light Elemental, so this is a monster. Okay. I got Teresa. Actually, I don't know if Teresa is good. I think she is. But I think the best is 4-star. I got Alva, I got this before. I got another tier, highest 3-star, so not good. I got Charlotte. Not too sure if she's good. Okay, I got Dante, there's another Dante. I got another Garrett, and the last one, it should be at least 4-star. So okay, you get a confirmed 4-star at least, I think, every time when you summon 10. Oh man, I got the same priest. This guy cannot go above 5-star. So okay, I don't think it's actually very good. Alright, I didn't get anything very good here. So they even have a hero bundle. They have like Shadow or Ranger ticket, 3 to 4-star, Guardian or Champion ticket. So these are the things that are very common in mobile games right now. Limited time offer stuff. Alright. So I actually want to check out if any of them can become 5-star. So not this one. Not this one. Okay, wait. Garrett can go to 5-star. No, it's not. Garrett's only 3-star. And I got 2 of them. This is bad, man. This guy is also only 3-star, so yep. I don't think I got any. Okay, wait. Oh wait. Okay, Teresa is good. Okay, thank God. So I got Teresa, which can go to 5-star. Okay, so I did get something good. And I think yeah, she's only 3-star. So Charlotte has no 4-star version. If I got Luna, at least she has a 4-star version, which I have Luna already in my team. So I think that's it for a first look and overview video for Valiant Force, and I hope this is helpful to give you guys a good idea what the game is like. There are many things that have not covered yet. Alright, you can see achievements give you a lot of good stuff actually. Alright, so I'm not gonna buy this also. Okay. So I haven't talked about events. Alright, there are, there are hero events. This is the Lulu one for 2 weeks. There's gold event to help you get gold. You get items that you can sell. This one is an EXP basically, and when you reach level 30 you get unlock runes, and yeah, I think that's about it. So my name has been AikawaKazu. If you enjoyed this video, you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up, and yep, there should be more videos for Valiant Force to come, because there are some stages that are not easy to clear, and I think I'm going to do some videos on like guiding people on how to clear those stages. And yep, thanks for watching as always. God bless, and I'll see you guys and girls in the next one. Take care and goodbye.